and welcome back to Board Game Geek's continuing coverage from Gen Con 2019. I'm joined today by Kelly Schmitz from Catan Studios, who's going to be sharing a game which is coming up I'm really excited about, which is Catan Starfarers, kind of a reboot to Starfarers of Catan,
yes,
which I just missed because I got into the hobby right after that kind of went out of its initial print run. So I'm really excited to see what you have to say about this one.
Yes, so Starfarers of Catan was released in 1999 and was only in print for a few years.
Yeah.
And then went out of print, and it's been out of print for a very long time. This is the 20th anniversary of that game, and so it was rebooted. And what we have were three goals when it came to reprinting and redoing this game. And the first was more durable spaceships.
That is one of the things I heard about the original, is that the spaceships, while amazingly neat, were a little fragile sometimes.
Yeah, they were fragile. I think everyone has, if you've had this game, they're probably super glued together. And I mean, when I was playtesting this, we were using the old pieces and they were super glued together and everything was kind of jerry-rigged together. So these are durable, and we've been dropping them off tables. We've been playing them at our booth all week. We've got 2 prototypes at the booth, and they are still going strong. They are just fantastic little pieces. They're very satisfying to shake. They are just, I think, the most fun thing. And the second objective when doing this game was to increase variability. So the old board was a fold-out board. It was pre-printed. You could put the number tiles on, but other than that, you knew where the planets were.
Right.
This is completely variable. So all of these come out, and they can flip around to be blank, which adds an element of exploration where you don't find out what's under these items until you flip them around and show them. So a lot more replayability, a lot more excitement. You can start, an early learning rounds with everything face up, and then once you get a little more advanced, you can decide to start flipping things down. And so it just adds for a lot more breadth and depth and a lot better experience.
And a very simple way to achieve it, too.
Yes, yes. And then the third objective was to make it play faster. So the old one was a little notorious for being long.
Okay.
And it was 20 years ago, so the hobby was just a little bit different. And to bring it up to 2019 gaming standards of faster play and more exciting, the rules are very, very similar, but they've been tweaked to make the play go faster.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, as you're playing it, I noticed they're off. Oh no, they're on camera at the moment. We have some of the. You actually have brought some samples of the bits and pieces that the players are going to be using, which look fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Which really add to the table presence.
Yes. So you can see them down here. This is kind of your starting settlements, if you will. And so the premise of the game is 3,000 years in the future, the Catanians have reached space. Their technology allows them to go into hyperdrive and to explore far-off galaxies where they've never been able to be before. And so we can build rockets that carry our colonies around the galaxy, and then you can settle by just pulling off your spaceship and leaving it there. There are also trade bases or trading outposts that are these smaller ones, and they go off and they visit aliens.
Oh.
And when you visit the aliens, you'll see them. Oh, they're off camera.
Oh. Never fear.
You can grab.
Oh. Okay. Fear a little.
There. When you reach an alien civilization, if you settle there, you gain abilities. From these cards that are very slippery right now. They're very slippery. And those cards give you special abilities within the games. If you are the person with the most outposts on one of the alien galaxies or outposts, you get this little guy.
Okay.
He's super cute. He's worth 2 victory points.
Excellent.
So it's a way to gain victory points, and exploring the galaxy that way also obviously gives you special powers for advantages within the game. And so the idea is you take your ships and you go out and you settle and gain victory points, much like you do in any Catan game. By when you settle, you get victory points. 1 for a colony, 1 for a trading outpost like that one, and then you can also add these wings, which turn this into a spaceport.
Oh,
And then from there, you can build your spaceships from here to go on out. It helps you reach out farther.
oh, nice.
So it's a little bit like a city. These are worth 2 victory points. They don't double your resource production, but they are worth 2 victory points. And so when you create new ships, they can only go from these ones with the ring around them, and then you go out. So
Okay.
building them out farther gets you better advantages to explore
Nice.
farther out.
I see a couple other little things.
Yes.
I see these ships, of course, with
Yes.
the different parts here.
Yes.
So is it, again, possible to upgrade your
Yes.
ship here?
Yes, so you can buy upgrades. It's on the building cost card, just like you buy a colony ship, trade ship, or a settlement or a city. You pay resources, and you can get cannons, which help fight off space pirates
Nice.
from the encounter cards.
Okay.
Freight pods that let you settle more on this alien outpost. So if I've settled here and you come along with a yellow trade post and you want to settle here, you need 2 freight pods. Because I'm already here, you need 2 freight pods to be able to settle here. So the more freight pods you have, the more you can settle.
Excellent. So it all kind of ties together that way. So you can't really ignore one aspect of it. You do need to. That's nice.
And then the final exciting aspect is the shaker mechanism of this ship determines your movement. So 2 balls come down into this nose cone. I don't know where you can see it.
I'll just hold
You
it
know
right
how
here.
to do that. There. So 2 yellows. Yellow has a value of 2, so 2 and 2 is 4.
Okay.
Plus the number of boosters you have is 5. That determines how far your spaceships can fly.
Oh, okay.
If you continue shaking, I'm going to try to get a black one to fall there. And a black one falls down, then triggers an encounter card. And these encounter cards are a little kind of a choose your own adventure type scenario.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so this one says you encounter a merchant, offers 0 to 3 resources as a gift. Pay your offering to the supply before continuing. And then the person who is, so I'm reading it, say to you, you have to pick how many you would give. 0, 1, 2, or 3.
All right, say I picked 2.
The friendly merchant is delighted. You receive any 2 resources from the supply and a fame metal piece.
Oh.
And so the results can be good, the results can be bad. They're very surprising, and it adds a really fun element that we don't really have in any other game.
Yes, I was going to say that's really cool. And boy, it leads to a lot of the different things that can happen unexpectedly and kind of muck up your plans.
Exactly. Yes, it's very fun. It can be really surprising, and that I just found it really delightful.
That is great. I am really looking forward to seeing this Catan Starfarers. Speaking of which, when is the estimate of when I will be able to see this in my local store?
We are pre-ordering right now here at the
excellent.
show and online at catanshop.com. It should be available in stores after Spiel.
Oh, excellent. All right. And do you know what the price point will be?
$99.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
This is Kelly from Catan Studios with Catan Starfarers, and hope this has been informative, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Bye.